Hey everyone, welcome to the Australian Rock Show. Again, we're going to do a video review today of the brand new album by Stars, great Australian band from the 1970s who've been back for 2 or 3 years now, and they have a brand new album out called One More Circle Round the Sun. You know, despite the unprecedented times in which Australia finds itself, there are still reasons for fans of Australian rock and roll to consider themselves fortunate, and here's one. In February 2020, only a couple of months ago, Australia's finest exponents of country rock, Stars, released this fantastic new album, the untimely release of which unfortunately went unnoticed as the world ushered in these strange concepts of social distancing, curve flattening and lockdowns. To use another term, though, that's now part of this vernacular, rock fans can consider One More Circle Round the Sun an essential service. Stunning collection of superbly crafted country roots rock that needs to be on your rock radar if you have not heard it. So in 2018, Stars released the Boundary Rider record, an album that many critics considered to be their magnum opus, their best album they'd ever released. And it was indeed the Australian Rock Review's choice for 2018 Album of the Year in Australia. Now, in many ways, Boundary Rider was a prolongation of the Paradise and Land of Fortune albums that the band had released in the 1970s, albeit with an up-to-date feel. Thematically, Boundary Rider continued the band's predilection for Australian antiquity, with 4 of the songs written by the late Andy Durant and completed by Mal Eastick, also included on that record. Now, the spirit of Andy Durant is never too far away from the band, and it loomed large on Boundary Rider and again is present on this new record. Yet while the band will always honour their past, and rightly so, this is not a heritage act. And what separates Stars from many other bands from the 1970s is that they continue to release new music that's both highly original and significantly contemporary. And that's a testament to the songwriting team of Mick Peeling and Nick Charles. So let's have a look at some of the album songs on the album. The album opens with Driving Hungry, which is an ode to the taxi driver. Big tune with a big chorus, melody galore, and the obvious single, if such a concept still existed. Country rock laced with a sharp pop edge and a clever lyrical theme that the listener can visualize. That's a skill not all songwriters have, to present the lyrics visually in the head of the listener. The Peeling Charles songwriting team have that quality in spades. There's a beautiful starkness to the next song, which is The Anniversary Trail, that has much appeal. Reflective, both thematically and lyrically, it's an evocative piece that really hits home, highlighted by Roger McLaughlin's fluid bass lines. Lots of harmony vocals and Mick Peeling's emotive vocal delivery. These guys get better and better. Their musical and vocal proficiency and competence is top shelf. Their intertwining harmony vocals sound as good as they ever did. There's another song on the album called Big, Wet, Long, Dry, and that's also another fantastic song, epic almost if you want to use that term. It's got a big biting riff, big Mick Peeling vocal, and it's propelled by driving bass drum groove and all set to outback imagery. There's some amazing Mal Eastick guitar work on this one. Lyrically, this one serves as a wake-up call to our leaders and climate change skeptics. If radio were to get behind this, you would have another Antipodium anthem on your hands, a la Great Southern Land, for those who remember that one. There's an unadorned charm to the acoustic tune called Boats and Songs. It's similar to the title tune of Neil Young's Harvest Moon LP from 1992. This tune manages to be sentimental without being sappy, wistful without being nostalgic, and there's plenty of lyrical imagery going on in that tune. Absolutely love the tune A Little Heaven. Again, it's got a big, super catchy chorus and some great Mal Eastick guitar work, and this is first-class roots rock. Also like Blue Ruin, super tune. Thematically, a bit of a ghost story, yet musically it has that radio-friendly hook, sing-along chorus, and that sort of West Coast vibe to it. If you ever needed a reminder why Stars were often referred to as Australia's answer to the Eagles, listen to this tune. It's probably close to the album's pick for mine, although that gong goes to the tune Losing Ground. This is a superb song. This song has all the ingredients that make Stars what they are. a rich and resonant Mick Peeling vocal. If there's a better singer in this country, please tell me who that is, by the way. Infectious chorus, super catchy hook, E-sticks, fluid guitar work, and an oversupply of LRB-like harmony vocals. Stunning tune. Can't find enough superlatives for that one. In fact, I'm choking on it. Another tune on the album is called Learning How to Rock and Roll Again. This is a foot-to-the-floor rocker, complete with a boogie-woogie piano. This rollicks and rolls and is highlighted again by some of Mal E-stick's great guitar work. Great lyrics too. The kids are all gone, it's a sea of grey, but the old are young when they seize the day. Also like the nod to the old Southside 6 hotel in Moorabbin. If this doesn't get people up and dancing and out of their seats, nothing will, because nothing kills a gig quite like chairs as far as I'm concerned. The darker tune called War Stories is another standout. You know, if someone like Paul Kelly released this song, the critics would be falling over themselves. Same goes for the upbeat song called Pascal, about a girl from Richmond. Paul Kelly's not the only singer-songwriter in this country able to capture Australia in songs the way, say, Springsteen or Ray Davies have encapsulated their homelands. Stars do it equally as well, and they continue to craft sweet country rock with timeless appeal. Rhythm guitar player and vocalist Nick Charles brings much to the table with this album. His songwriting, playing, harmony vocals, and overall contribution to this album can't be understated. New drummer Eric Chess has given the band a new push, and musically he locks in efficiently with Roger McLaughlin's flowing bass lines. Mal E-stick's inspired playing on this album is always enthralling, one of Australia's best guitar players, and has been for any number of years. His sound is enduring. Armed with a new album of sublime country rock, Stars are back again to show all and sundry that they are still contenders and a force to be reckoned with. The indifferent response to the exceptional Boundary Rider LP by the Australian music industry and media as a whole was disappointing, to say the least. I can only hope that the broader industry and media get behind this new album and give it the push it deserves. If this album was released in Nashville, you could think that Stars would be the hottest ticket in town. So take my advice. This is one hell of a record. Head to starsofficial.com, get on board, find out what all the fuss is about. You won't be disappointed. I give this record 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the Australian Rock Show. We'll see you next time.